Hello world! Last video I mentioned a remake. Hopefully this is to your liking? Instead of this being like the normal Tesla tour, we'll go about it a bit differently. I'll point out a few things I wish I could have done a bit better on. Then the things I'm super stoked about, while highlighting some of the challenges and NBD building techniques for the time. Cool? Yeah, I can't hear you, so I'll assume it's cool. First off, when I built this, I had no computer, just a phone and the Sony. If I wanted to reference anything for the build, it was off a tiny cracked phone screen. Hold up. So the fact this came out as it did still blows my mind. Yeah, I blow my own mind sometimes. The more I see clips though on the Berrics on Insta, the more I see little things about my build that bothers me. Like the size of these doors. The left should be a bit wider, and it's missing the wall here. The wall I sacrificed for terrain and skatable space, while the door I never had a good angle on till the other day. Last thing I seen, first thing on this list. But I remember the first thing I noticed was this guy here. I couldn't ever get a good angle on it, and I had to do my best with what I had. And some others that bothered me are this missing window box over the hip, although in my defense at the time of making this, it had fallen down, and I thought it was going to stay down. It went up after I shared this. What timing? Next on this list, I thought about putting in, but left out for good reason. That's the wall art. I didn't want to steal from the artist. Take their creative work that they put in and use it without giving credit, especially not knowing who actually designed it. Also, the artwork here was in the process of changing, so I left it blank, thinking it had a logo before, maybe DC. While we're here, this curb should have been flush with the bottom block. Little things, little screen. Big mistake. We'll fix. I went with the prop rail here, as the end-over-end bend pipe rail looks tacky as fuck, and I already had to do it once here, which makes me sad. And the last thing I have to mention, which is a giveaway, no lights. Every indoor I've ever built has lights of some nature, except this one. And it was the going standard on the Berrics rebuilds from the time, from what I've seen on Insta, and something I've regretted from the beginning. That will be one of the first fixes. And now, for what stokes me up. Everything. No, seriously, I bent over backwards on this one to make sure it was close as possible in every way, shape, and form. From the angled pattern brick in the 4-block, to making sure every brick ledge that's a brick ledge would be a brick ledge. The proper number of stairs at the right scale, and even the exact number of ceiling supports properly placed. And then we have the mock shops, starting here at the theater, then the skate shop on the upper deck, and I didn't have enough for the entire Frosties logo, so I compromised with the cone. Might see if I can get it an update. The next part shouldn't be a surprise if you've been following me for a while, as I built one of these way back without the aid of merge. Aside from my peg gritty love for Sev, that was kind of a test run to see if the Berrics would be possible without merge. Conclusion? Nope. And of course, the Metro. This was on my checklist for must nail one hundo along with the Sev, the triple block section, and the transitional sections. This one being lower with the curve into the wall and the shallower hip, and the other by the Metro's got the gentle pocketed hip that makes a sharp point, and a fun transfer. It's why I took the time I did to figure out how to do decent hips. First back with this build here I shared, here with the sequences from when it was complete, and here's when it was halfway done. But it was with Cellar Dweller I really figured it out. This whole thing hung in the balance of whether or not I could figure out hips, and the years of planning would pay off. Well, thanks for checking out my Berrics remake. Did I do okay? Feel free to chew me out in the comments section. Links on screen. Pop, pop, and a sub button. Support. Would love some. Thanks for watching. I'm out!